Stadium. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll go right back to him. Knocked off his feet.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Find some fresh air. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down coming up. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Brown. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And I see what the quarterback saw. He saw man-to-man coverage on the outside. Give my guy a chance to win. But the DB won. Great job staying glued to the wide receiver, seeing the ball when it's coming and batting it down.
And the Noles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now on the counter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the air, it's Daniels. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone. A gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides to the back. There's a crease. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
From the red zone, it's Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Brown. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try to run it in with Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Thomas.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Oh, they're after him. Upstairs to make the catch. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Off the RPO, complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
The sure hands, it's Brown. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
And Brom's got a new trigger man. Keen Holtz is at the helm, and he comes from Ohio State, where you know good and well. He didn't come in as a one-star. Like, you always come in as a 4 or a 5-star, highly recruited guy. He's got some big size, some good athletic ability. And Palmer, Brom always gets the best out of the quarterback spot. I look forward to seeing what he gets from this young man.
And during his time in Louisville, Brom's won.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Brown. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
On 1st down, it's Brown again. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Being chased. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They'll run with Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Now on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. The option, he'll keep it. Got a little grass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. That's just a mistake that can't happen. Delay of game penalty makes it 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
What do you do now for the offense, right after that incomplete 4th down, but you've driven the entire field? At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
Looking for blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll move the tight end. Pressure coming, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll pull it down and run. And it slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Under fire, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg and rolling out. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like, this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it. Went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
He's got him. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Seminoles! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Under fire. Spins away from the defense. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hard running there. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's forward. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires on the move. It's complete. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Cardinals are flying down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Brown again. And the defense drags him down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good, you're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Trying to run, it's Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. It's caught, and the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Here's Brown. Snowed under by the defense.
Gain of 4. Brings up 4th and goal.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Hey, coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The Seminoles will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the 1st half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the 2nd half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The short hands, it's Foley. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
They kick it away on 4th down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Fires to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Caught, and he's got room. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
To the air, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden, those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got his man on the outside. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner is stopped. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Strong, firm tackle. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Got a man, it's McCoy. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to...
Unleashes one deep. He was all over him in the end zone, and the flags are flying. This will be pass interference. The Cardinals line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run it with Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Cardinals with a counterpunch.
And honestly, David, the defense does not look locked in these last 2 plays at all. They had the pass interference. There was guys complaining on the field. They looked a bit discombobulated, late getting lined up. The very next play, though, the offense is able to take advantage of it, running it in for a score.
Yeah, you got to get physical down there, man. You get inside the 5-yard line, you know what's coming a lot of the times, man, and you got to meet that physical challenge. You can't pout. You can't look to the sidelines. You can't say, why did you throw the flag? You got to get ready to play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
The Noles will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The option, the keeper. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
And the Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now run it out of the gun with Brown. Knocked down for the tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. One more time, it's Brown. Looking for room at the 40. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Again, it's Brown. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. 1st down, right back to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback takes a knee.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
A give to Brown. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on